Ivana, hi.
Hi.
So you can tell us something about yourself.
My name is Ivana Stepanovic, and I grew up in Bosnia. That once used to be ex-Yugoslavia, or Yugoslavia at that time. I was 9 years old when war started in my country, and it was actually May. And we just finished school year, and we went with me and my sister, my 1 year younger sister. We went with our grandparents to our weekend house, which is really close where we used to live. And my parents, because my father is professor, and he at the time went to a prom night at the school where he used to work in a town close by. And that's the last time we saw them for the next 5 months. War started, and we didn't know what's going on and what's happening with them. They didn't know are we still in the weekend house, because they knew that in our house was a military command, and at that time phones didn't work, so we couldn't communicate. We went with our grandparents to Serbia, to our family over there. And we were there refugees for a year and a half.
So you were separated from your parents for how long?
We were separated for 5 months. They were first stuck in Bosnia. They couldn't leave the Bosnia at that time. And then when they finally came out, they woke us up one morning, and it was really, really like precious and beautiful, because we didn't know when we're gonna see them again. Are they okay? We just couldn't communicate with them at that time. And
so you were refugees in Serbia for...
We were there for a year and a half. We went there to school, and then at one point we just decided as a family that we should go back to Bosnia, even though war was still on, but war would eventually be over, and we just wanted to be able to get our property back. Everything that we owned there, we just didn't want to live as a refugee anymore.
So you went back to Bosnia?
We went back to Bosnia. We went back to Brčko, which was on a Serbian territory at that time, because our hometown where we used to live before war was in a federation part of the Bosnia, the part of the Bosnia held by Muslim. And but actually being in Brčko at that time gave us just real experience of war, because Brčko was really close to Croatia and really close to Muslim-held territory, so we were bombed all the time. I mean,
from
everyone,
all sides.
yeah, everyone bombed each other all the time. So it was just funny. We were just doing the things.
So tell me about those war experiences.
Everyone were doing at that time. We were just kids. We were just watching TV and Beverly Hills and all these shows on Croatian TV, and then we would just in the middle of the show we would just hear the warning, actually the announcement in the corner, the attention.
We're going to bomb.
Attention, Županja, which is the town across the river from Brčko, which is in Croatia. So that would mean that they're gonna bomb us, and then we're gonna probably return. So they just wanna warn their citizens that they.
Also, they didn't warn you. They
no,
warned
no, because I mean they didn't think that we are watching. We could watch their
so you
channel
knew in
at that
advance.
time. Yeah, so we knew in advance. Oh, but
You're
the disappointing for us at that time was that we just have to stop watching our show and we have to go to the basement. We were just kids. We were just doing the things that everyone at our age was doing in the rest of the world. And
then you went to the basement.
Yeah,
you would stay there depending
how long the bombing is going to.
So how long was it in general?
Sometimes just 30 minutes, but that doesn't mean that that's over for the day. Maybe it's going to be later again, so you never know. You just, when you hear the siren, which will tell you that the bombing is over for that time, you just go out, you continue doing whatever you're doing, and then later
continue watching your show.
Yeah. So, and at one point, my sister's class was stopped, dismissed because of the bombing, and then she was running back from school, and my dad was running from home to get her, and she heard the bomb, and she threw herself on the floor with the open mouth, and my dad just couldn't believe
this. Tell the viewers why we have
because you have to open your mouth, because everyone told us at that time that if you don't do that, your eardrums going to be damaged, and you just learn those things
along the way.
Along the way that you probably never would learn, like if you grew up in a peaceful country.
So you finished elementary school and you finished high school, and then you started college in Bosnia.
Yeah, I almost finished it over there, and then on my third year I decided I just wanna go and try somewhere else, because maybe people got the lesson over there from all what's happened in the history over there, but maybe they don't. So
the history always repeats in the Balkans,
yes.
So you never know.
So I didn't want to give a chance and just ruin my life waiting to see if everything is going to be better or everything is just going to roll over again.
Okay, Ivana, well, thank you for chatting with me and my viewers.